Hi, this is Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is the chair gentle yoga practice. This week we're working with the theme of slow and steady, really trusting the process and not hurrying the process. And we can do this practice in a chair and still get great benefits. So we're going to start by establishing a nice seat, steady seat, and then I'll take us through a centering, and then I'll go through the inspirational quotes on slow and steady, and then I'll weave it into a practice where we'll use the chair for assistance, and we can allow ourselves to go deep into the practice. So focusing now on how we're sitting, you can just notice, can you engage all the muscles you're sitting on and pelvic floor, just enough for support? We call that Mula Bandha, or root lock. And then above that, below the belly button, draw the belly in and get a sense of lifting upward. We call that Uddiyana Bandha, and it means flying upward. And then at the top of the spine, just let your chin drop and feel a gentle stretch to the back of the neck. And that's called Jalandhara Bandha, and it seals in the energy of the bandhas. And now with the internal locks engaged, you can release the hands and just focus on the breath. As you inhale, visualize how the rib cage expands. And then as you exhale, it very naturally relaxes. Inhale, feel the expansion. Exhale, feel the relaxation. One more time, expansion. And just let it go. And then take the hands together in prayer position, and we'll vibrate together in Om, and then I'll recite the inspirational quotes. Inhale. Om. Slow down, calm down, don't worry, don't hurry. Trust the process. You shouldn't rush something you want to last forever. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Slow but steady wins the race. So let's get started moving slowly and steadily to open and our bodies and get rid of some unwanted tension. So notice, sit up as tall as you can. We'll inhale, reach the arms up, take them behind your head for a moment and just lift up. And lift up as high as you can. And then exhale, you can round your spine, even your low spine. Your pelvis can tilt back as you round forward. And then do that again. Inhale, start to arch the low back, and then start to arch the upper back. Lift up. And then exhale, go ahead and round the spine. Make sure your shoulders are down. Hold the belly in. Last one, lift up. Big opening. And then exhale, go ahead and round the spine. And then from here, come back to neutral. And then inhale here. We'll exhale. Get a sense of lifting up as you side bend to the right. I'm supporting my head in my hands like I'm kind of pushing back a little. And then inhale, rise up. And then lifting up, exhale, a side bend to the left. And then inhale, rise up. We'll go back over to the right. Inhale, lift up, bend to the right. This time I'm going to drop my right hand down, and I'm just holding onto the side of the chair gently. And then I'm going to roll the shoulders away from the ears and turn my head to look down. And then inhale, open back up again. I'm pushing my head back into my hand, gazing down my nose. And exhale, go back down. And then inhale, opening up again. And exhale, turning back down. One more time. Inhale, open up. And exhale, back down. And then from here, I'm just going to reach that left arm. I'm rolling the shoulder away from my ear, though, both shoulders. So there's no neck tension as I reach. Now I'm going to slowly turn my head straight ahead and then up and reach. If this created tension in your neck, you could keep the head straight ahead or even down and just reach. Keep pulling the shoulders away from your ears and turning your right ribs up to the ceiling. I'm gazing down my nose, and maybe you could gaze upward a little to your arm, and then inhale, rise up. And then from here, hands behind your head, inhale, lifting up, exhale, side bend. And then from here, I'm going to take the hand down, gently hold the side of the chair somewhere, right? And you're going to exhale, turn in, and then inhale, open up. Exhale, turn in. I'm pushing my head into my hand, exhale. And one more time, I'm turning down, and then opening up, big opening. And then I'm going to go turn down again, and this time I'm going to reach my arm, and I'm going to look down, and then I'm slowly going to look forward, and then gazing up, breathing, reaching. I'm drawing the shoulders away from my ears as I reach the arm, turn the left ribs, steady hips, and then inhale, rise up. And then from here, I'm going to open the legs just a little bit wider and take my hands behind my head for a moment. And then inhale here. Let's turn to the right and take a side bend. And then from here, take your hand down on your leg somewhere and see if you can reach the left arm up and turn. I'm turning the right ribs to the left and really reaching, opening, slow and steady. And then come back and we'll go the other way. Turn to the right, side bend to the left, open a little bit more, take the hand down and turn. I'm turning the left ribs and then I reach, opening, inhale, exhale, open a little bit more. And then inhale here, coming back to the center. Now we'll try a few standing poses using the chair for support. The standing poses are great because they really help to strengthen and stretch your hips. So when we sit a lot, these hip flexors get really tight. So we want to open those a little bit. So if you engage the under the butt muscles here and try to get that pelvis under, you'll feel a nice stretch there. Let's try and straighten the back leg, but keep that. Do it again where you bend. Try to keep that butt under and then straighten it. And one more time. You should be feeling a nice stretch on these hip flexors, right? The ones that we use when we're seated. And lift up out of that. Just notice that. Can you open that up? From here, we're going to come into Warrior One. So Warrior One, the back foot turns out a little bit, right? You put the foot down. But if that's not accessible to you, it could be up. That's okay. Just do the best you can. And then we keep that, trying to get that tail under as the ribs come forward, right? And then we're going to take it into a back bend. Lift up to go back. Some of you might be able to take your hands together and gaze down the nose and maybe to the hands. Lift up, up, up. Like I said, this might be what you're doing instead if that back foot was hard or if your shoulders were tight. And from here, we're going to open into Warrior Two. So the hips have to change here. We're going to turn the back foot out a little and work on opening. It's called external rotation in that front leg. And then just take your gaze lightly over the right fingertips and breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Breathing. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, we're going to transition again to the other side. So just see, you could use your hands, but maybe you don't need to. Maybe you can move in your hip sockets and just feel that as you turn your back knee down, right? So here, we want to really get length in the hip flexors. And so you're going to try to straighten your back leg, but keep these muscles engaged. And this left butt is pulling back. We'll do that again. And one more time. Try to keep these muscles engaged. Straighten as best you can. You can feel that. You can even use your hand a little here to really try and encourage this opening as you breathe. Inhale and exhale. Now we'll take it to Warrior One, but you're welcome to stay in this position if your back foot is having a hard time, your back leg. So we turn out a little bit, but now we try to turn the ribs to face forward as you reach up. Maybe you're here, or maybe you're in Warrior One with the back foot. You could stay here or lift up to go back. Do what feels good in your body. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, we're going to change the hips. So we start to turn the back foot out a little bit more. right? And then turn the front foot out. And my body's facing this way. My ribs are facing this way in Warrior Two. It's a little different, right? And then you just gaze over the fingertips. So work on opening that left knee as you reach. No tension in the shoulders. You're reaching, breathing, breathing. Inhale here, and then we're going to come to center, and we'll come into goddess pose here. So go nice and wide, whatever feels good in your body, right? Sit up tall. And then we're going to come forward. Encourage your knees to open. And when you do this, I want you to really work on sticking the butt out. Come forward, forward, forward. Find a place where you can hold. Maybe your hands can come to the floor and you can work on opening those knees. But maybe you're here. It's all good. And then inhale, rise up. And now let's see if we can just hold it here. Breathe, inhale. Lifting the sternum, opening the knees. We'll take this into a little bit of a squat so we feel the hips work a little bit. So move the feet in a little bit. We're going to stick the butt out a little bit. Feel those muscles. Rise up, straighten out. Come back down. You can use your hands, but you don't have to. And come up. Feel the stretch here and go back down. And last one, and come up. Really feel that. And come down. And then let's go ahead and take the feet parallel again. And let's lift the right knee up so you feel the hip crease. And try to stay seated, nice and tall. Let's hold on behind the leg and see if you can straighten the leg and bend. And when you do that, engage the front of the leg so you can get a stretch in the back. And one more. And bend. And from here, we're going to open the hip now. So we go from this flexed hip to externally rotating the hip out. And then sit up and try to open that knee. If everything's going well and you're feeling a really good stretch in your outer hip, maybe your inner hip, you can stay. Or maybe some of you can come forward and go deep and breathe slow and steady. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale when you're ready. We'll all meet up here, and we're going to take it into a twist. So inhale here, exhale, turn. I'm taking my right hand to the inside of my right foot and just turning. Inhale, exhale, turn the ribs. One more breath, exhale, turn. And then coming back around, we'll go to the other side. So pull the knee in. Hold on to the back of the leg. You can flex your foot as you straighten and bend. Straighten, sitting up tall, and bend. One more time. Straighten and bend. So now the hip is flexed, but now we're going to externally rotate it. So we open it out to the side, ankle over knee, and do the best to sit up as tall as you can and open that knee. And if this is feeling good and you want to come forward, breathe here. Wherever you are, just try to open that knee. Inhale. Open the knee. Exhale. And then inhale, rising up. We'll take a twist. So you can take your hand to the inside of your foot. The left hand to the inside of the left foot. Lift up. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Inhale. I'm turning my left ribs to the right. Shoulders are down. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Letting everything come back to the center. We're going to finish with a big back bend and a big forward bend. So inhale, reach your arms up and just let your upper body reach and take it somewhere beautiful, somewhere you feel really open, and just go where it feels good in your body. Even if your arms are out a little bit, it doesn't matter. Lift up, lift up. Feel that thoracic spine, that upper spine. Lifting. And exhale. And now for the forward bend, come a little forward of your chair, sit up as tall as you can, stick your butt out, and start to come forward so you feel the hinge in the hips. And just go where it feels good in your body. Maybe you're just here, that's okay, as long as you're engaged in your legs. It doesn't really matter. You want to do it the fullest for your body. And once you've reached that, relax the chin down. And breathe, straight legs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen, and rise up. And we'll come to seated and just notice for a moment the effects of this practice on your body and mind today. Slow and steady. We're all just works in progress. So let this resonate in everything you do. Namaste.